What's up, YouTube? It's John, or the Messiah TCG, as I prefer to apparently be known, coming at you with our first locals from EX6. So super exciting stuff. Obviously, a new format means a lot of fun and cool decks to be hopefully be seen everywhere. I am not one of those people. I am playing MirageGaogamon for the infinitieth time. Truthfully, the whole reason I'm playing the deck here on the left is because I just feel like it's the strongest deck that I own currently into our meta, which is obviously like Nume, Vaccine Armor, Magna, etc. And no one at our locals yet, I think, has completed 7 Great Demon Lords, but that's a deck I really want to start playing against too, to prep, because next month in August, my birthday month, I'm actually going to be playing against, I'm going to be playing in Gen Con for the regionals, so I'm super excited for that. I really want to go for my invite because have been slacking this year of trying to get into more Digimon events. Last year I got my invite in May, I think. Ended up topping 2 regionals and really proud of those performances. But this year I really feel like I've been slacking. I really haven't put in the time needed to get into the regional events. Well, truth be told, it's more so a problem of how quickly they fill up. I'd be playing a lot more of them online, even though I hate playing online, if it was easier to get into them. But geez, yeah, do better, Bandai, right? On the right here, I don't remember his first name. However, I know his name is Hound on the Bandai TCG app. He's actually playing Xianpengmon, which is a super interesting, one of the newer decks from EX6. It's the bird deck, which is super cool. A bird fish deck, which is super cool. And truth be told, I really don't know a lot of what it does. I think this is just an instance of the matchup is really bad for him, because I think his deck requires a lot of setup, and Mirage just punishes pretty hard, or like deals with the board pretty easily if you don't go wide. If you go wide, it's obviously a little bit more difficult for Mirage, because it's hard for me to out like maybe 4 or 5 things. But if you never get there, you have like 1 or 2 stacks, that's pretty easy for me to deal with. So that being said, it's a pretty interesting deck. I definitely give kudos. I would love to see more people play it, or play more interesting things. This is our Sunday locals at one of our local cool stuff, and I actually would say that our cool stuff, or our locals, the Sunday locals, because we have 3 locals usually that we could go to. We have one on Thursday, one on Saturday. We might have a second one on Tuesday, and then Tuesday twice at the same. Tuesday and Thursday you can be at the same place. Tuesday we're starting up just because we've been wanting to play. So Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, maybe Sunday. Sunday, I'd say, is probably the most competitive of all the locals that we have, just because I feel like it's the better, not the best or better crop of players, because a lot of people frequent Thursday and Sunday. But I just think it's usually where our turnout's a little bit higher, anywhere from like 12 to 16, sometimes upwards of 20, and occasionally upwards of 20. And I feel like it's where we have usually people playing usually the most meta decks, which I'm not complaining about. I think it's actually good. It's good to practice. It's good to use this as an opportunity to, refine your skills and hopefully get a little bit better. So that's just something I figured I'd mention. I don't like using the word sweaty because I don't think it's the right word. I just think Sunday has the most players that are the most competitive minded or competitive focused. I remember here I was digging for Mirage. Look at that, we drew into it because we're good at the game. Dude, this Galmon, this level 4, the Galaxy one, if you can utilize it aggressively, it's actually insane. The reason I say that is because like just now, like I didn't have Mirage in hand, so I was like, fuck, I need to dig for it, right? So I just went, I literally, that's all I did, I went to dig for it. And here I remember Hound is like thinking, do I ace? And I remember thinking to myself, I'm like, oh, he's waiting, I think he wants to ace. I remember thinking, I'm like, bro, like what would acing do? I mean, you strip my sources, but then you lose 3 memory, and I guess you get rid of the little body, but yeah. And then I don't know, dude, this is just blue on blue crime, to be honest. I'm not bored of playing Mirage because I like the deck and I like winning, of course. And I feel like I've played the deck for so long that it's really a deck that I've played at a very high level, and I think I do really well with whenever I do play it. However, I will say that I feel like I would like to play other things, I would like to play bunnies. I would like to play new stuff in EX6. Like I'm actually really looking at playing the 3-Gate Angels. That's a deck I actually want to put together. I'm working on putting stuff in my TCG player card. Dude, the worst problem, I wish it was as easy to acquire Digimon singles as it was like Pokemon singles, at least locally, because like, dude, I could just go to any of these stores in my local area and they usually have singles for sale. But dude, Digimon needs some love, bro. This game is growing so much, and I know that our events are capped, but we have like so much growth, and I feel like we always have new players, and everyone who plays this game loves it, you know. So I feel like we need to put some respect on our name and give us the opportunity to you know, have singles sold nearby and bigger regional events, more events. Yeah. So yeah, I'm not bored of playing Mirage. I do enjoy the deck. I mean, it's a BT9 deck. You don't really care what your opponent does. It's solitaire. But I like to play other things too, you know. And I think I've become known within our friend group for playing Mirage just because it's like the deck I play the most. And to be honest, I played it in like both Evo Cups, had pretty good finishes. And then from there, I was like, all right, let me retire this for a little bit and play something else. Tried Old Force. I'm not Martin Lee. That dude's a god. But it was funny because Martin Lee did so well with it. I think this past weekend he got like 3rd at the regional. I played Old Force into like Imperial, and I was like, I hate this game immediately. But I gotta look at the Martin Lee text and see how he did it, because then maybe I'll take it out of the binder. Probably should focus on the game here, but I'm good at yapping. So as you can see, I have for some reason decided to just go Gaogamon Rush. All my level 4s here, just, you know, this happened as a result of trying to control the board, and also, to be honest, not really knowing what birds did. Blue birds did. I was really scared of this deck because I didn't know what it did. And I was like, oh, what can he do? Can he out my stuff? You know, so like I was just like, oh, okay. But I guess maybe I'm overthinking it, because as playing Mirage, you're just like, with Mirage, you're like, how many cards in hand? Do you have any blockers? And then literally, do you have any blockers dictates whether or not you go into the can't be redirected Magao, or like the Magao that the one of, right? Do you have any blockers? No? Cards in hand? Alright. Like, that's literally all you care about, bro. And then if you hit security option, yeah, it feels bad, but I don't know, dude. I love the deck because I love blue, and maybe it's my special interest is I love turning my card sideways multiple times a turn. It's fun. I like the interaction on my turn, right? But nonetheless, looking forward to playing other decks this format, especially as I feel like we have a pretty solid group of people to play with, a handful of which I'll play against here, and you'll see their games in the next couple of videos, and just a really good opportunity, I feel like, to work on improving at the game and playing at a higher level. Truth be told, I feel like I took a really big step last year, going from like my first maybe 6 months playing the game, which was like towards the end of the first the 2022 season. I didn't go to any big events. I played in like Ultimate Cup and stuff with like Cross 4. I signed up for one regionals. My computer crashed, couldn't make it, right? And I had like middling results my first year. I think I finished like top 120 something or something like that my first year. But I know what the hell I was doing. But then the following year, which was last year, I was like, all right, let me actually like try hard here. And I think the thing with trying, not really hard, but the thing about entering competitive is, I don't know if anyone who's watching this is like me. I maybe unhealthily put winning too much on a pedestal. Like, I want to win, and I feel like that winning is so important, you know, especially to prove your worth as a player, especially at a high level. But I've come to understand, especially now from playing other card games as well, also growing up, that sometimes things are not going to go your way, and that's okay. It's okay to get salty, it's okay to get upset, it's okay to get annoyed, it's okay to get frustrated, but it's the balance of life. It's okay. Things are not going to go your way. All right. Well, real quick, shuffling up here in the game too. One thing I will say is that I just think this is a terrible matchup for Xianpeng, mostly because like if they build up a board, it's scary because they could potentially have. I think the only way they win is if they go fast and set up multiple ace targets. But even then, it's like Mirage. I'll just like maybe wait till they do it, and then bounce them, right? It's hard to say, to be honest. Excuse me. But TLDR on what I was saying is that I definitely think next year, or for the rest of this year, I would really like to work hard on trying to play at a higher level competitively, and hopefully we have more opportunities to, man. Banner really needs to do better with the regionals. Ooh, I remember this game. We just started hard playing stuff. I'm pretty sure I just hard dropped Zudo here, and then he hard drops his Zudo, and then like it's such a bad decision. So like here I'm gonna Zudo him, put him to 1, but he Zudos me back, which isn't terrible. But then you have to think, it's like, dude, you just put the Zudo back in my hand, right? Like thinking, like learning experience here, right? That was okay, and yes, 100%. I guess it was. I think it was the right play because you want to avoid me getting into Mirage, but I mean now it doesn't matter what you play. I could just Pseudo. So I think here actually going into the level 4, hard playing the level 4 is actually not a terrible decision, just because like you want to make it harder for me to get rid of both. But I mean, look, I'm at 4. I have 6 memory with this, right? Like it's insane. So draw 1, dude. This card's crazy. Make him draw 1, gain a memory if he has 8 or more, and then gain a memory if he inherit. Dude, this is a +2 at all times with the training. Bounce. I play Thomas for 4. Then we pop the Mem boost. We go Mirage for 4. Bounce that. Gain 2. I don't remember if we swing. Oh yeah, we do. I draw 1. I remember I didn't hit the. What's the word I'm looking for? Come on, John. Words. Oh, I didn't hit the Thomas, the draw 1, and I was like, maybe that was kind of dumb of me. I could have drawn up another card. I think he just hard drops Vikings here, which is kind of nuts and kind of funny. Is it this the game or was it last game? I mean, I was too busy yapping. I think he does just hard drop Vikings here. For 7. Oh no, he doesn't. Oh no, I think he drops it now. Yeah, okay. Which is, don't get me wrong, not terrible, but unfortunately, I think I just draw into the answer, right? Because now if I just get rid of his Viking, bro, that's a problem. Is it ace cards extend Mirage so hard? So did I forget to draw? Wait, I think I forgot to draw off the Gaogamon actually. But all right, so see now we're back at 3. So the Gaogamon was free. To be honest though, I do miss the one that lets you play the Thomas for free quite often. And this is just me digging for I think Mirage. I think do we just send it? Oh no, we go here in the back for 2. And I think we just training. Yeah. I mean, what does he do now? You know what I mean? Establishing Thomas super early is so important. It's so good for tempo. Yeah, I think he's just kind of unfortunately cooked here. It was just low level beat down here. But yeah, man, I'm so hyped for the remainder of this competitive season. I really want to try my best. Looking forward to potentially doing some streams, you know, trying my best to stream my events, record them, hopefully cut them up a little bit. But also what I was thinking was I also want to do some streams of like DC Go, so I could like, you know, just hopefully like record some content that way, you know, get some games in, test as much as I can, you know. I mean, I have a full-time job. Actually, I have a full-time job and I work as a contractor, like my freelance. So like I don't have all the time in the world, but the free time I do have, I try to either like, you know, play Digimon. Well, as far as the hobbies I would do, spending time with like the ones I have control over, like spending time with myself, quote unquote. It's like Digimon's probably my favorite one. Although I do play a handful of other card games. I think we just win here, right? The 1-up is just crazy. It goes burr. Like, did I draw twice? Hopefully I didn't. That would be cheating. I don't think it mattered. I think I already have Mirage in it. Yeah, I already have Mirage in it. I remember asking him, like, do your cards do anything on my turn? He's like, nah. I'm like, okay, say less. It's so unfortunate. Also, Mirage is the one deck I have that's like highest, like closest to max rarity. I don't think I ever want to spend the money on the freaking the data background Mirage burst mode, so we're probably gonna keep it that way. All right, and that's game. So, dude, I would have loved to see more of what like Fish does, to be honest, because I feel like it's a pretty cool deck, but I feel like dude, Mirage is such a hard matchup for it. So, anyway, thank you so much for watching. Looking forward to catching you in the next one. Good luck, have fun.